Hey radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
There is never a bad time for some good friends.
Dude, I'm in the bathroom. Get out of here.
This is the Ace and Friends radio show.
Fun, funny, and fast. Another week of the Ace and Friends radio show is underway.
Woo-woo. Woo-woo.
I'm not going to lie. My back is killing me. I'm exhausted.
What did you do to your back?
I don't know, Rob. Well, I think I know what part of it was. I had a good workout yesterday morning, and then, but last night I ended up sleeping most of the night. What little bit I slept was in the other room in our house because we've been going through some sleep regression, which I'll get into a little bit later, and what that is like. Yeah,
never heard of that.
Dax just said he has regressed sleeping, and he's not sleeping all night anymore. And I was like, look, he's got to cry it out. And round one goes to Dax.
Yeah. Is that a common thing, sleep regression?
Yeah, usually there's about a 9-month regression, but his came a little bit later. He didn't, is experiencing it now.
You thought you were in the clear.
Yeah, kind of. We went through a little bit of it, then we thought we've solved it. And we made a couple of alterations and thought we got it. And then... No, and it's a mess now. It is a mess.
It's like that tsunami analogy where when the tsunami comes, all the water pulls back and then all the fish are on the shore and then the villagers come out and they go, imagine this, look at all these fish. We'll just go and pick them up. And then they look up and that wave is coming like, oh, God.
That's a great way to look at it. Yeah. Exactly what it is.
Yeah, he'll get over it.
I think we got it. Oh, but will I get over it?
Yeah, right.
Because, I'm not, this isn't like when I had my first two. I'm not young like I was then.
Yeah.
This wears on you.
Yeah, no, I believe
this, now, it will wear on a man.
Yeah. No,
is that what's wrong with the back picking up that baby? He's growing so much.
I think he was sleeping in the other bed because it sucks.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what that is.
It's just a bad bed.
Yeah, it's just a bad bed. I need to work on that bed. So we'll get over it. A lot going on today when it comes to Ace and Friends, and I just realized I did not print out anything for anybody to see about what's coming up on Ace and Friends. But next, Riggins Friday versus My Friday. There's only one winner. There is only one winner.
Follow Ace and Friends on all social media platforms at Ace Cannon Media. More Ace and Friends coming up.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Ace and Friends.
So we all live very different lives on the Ace and Friends show. Riggins is a single man. He's 36 years old. He's got a little house in the suburbs with a community pool. And I thought we'd go blow by blow. Your Friday, Riggins, as a 36-year-old single man, and my Friday as a now twice married, much older man with an 11-month-old. So let's start with show ends. Where did you go immediately Friday?
To the grocery store.
Okay. I got in my car and began driving 50 minutes to meet my wife and 11-month-old son Dax to take 1-year-old pictures.
What?
I know.
Oh, well.
No, you're not allowed to ask any questions.
Okay.
That's what I learned.
Just reacting.
That's what I learned about 1-year-old pictures. We're doing what?
1-year-old pictures.
Yeah, because he's one.
Right. Of like a photo shoot?
Yeah.
Basically. Okay.
Yeah. So then you went to the grocery store. What did you do?
I went walk the dog
Okay, and
quickly, and then went to the pool.
and went to the pool. Okay, I was probably still there at the 1-year-old photo shoot.
Oh God!
And
How
while
long?
you were walking the dog and enjoying the pool, I had a 1-year-old who, you know what he didn't want to be doing? Taking photos. And he was in a bad mood.
Oh, God.
And you know what that did? That put my wife in a bad mood.
Yeah.
And you know what I could do? Nothing right.
Right. Right.
Can I ask a question?
You can ask whatever you'd like, Rob.
How often are y'all going to be doing photo shoots?
Rob, that is a question I have asked silently many times myself.
I saw that over the weekend. I was like, again?
Yeah, I know. The big moments have to be documented. So we did there was the maternity photo shoot.
Right.
And then there was the just born. Was there a just born photo shoot?
I'm pretty sure there
I think there was. And now there's the 1-year-old. And I'm told the 1-year-old photo shoot is pretty much that's the end of the photo shoot.
Oh,
we're done with photo shoots for the 1-year-old. Probably until like the summer of 2027 photo shoot or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, okay, we'll see.
But yeah, he was in a bad mood, not having it. I'm rushing. He cried all the way over there, which didn't go well in the car with her. And at one point on the phone, she said to me, and I had to get him ready all by myself. I said, "You're the one that booked the photo shoot while I was at work. I couldn't be there."
Yeah.
Then I got there, and I couldn't find the room because it's like in an abandoned mill that they've converted, and there's like 40 businesses in it, and I'm lost, not happy.
Yeah. It's Friday. It's like you just worked the whole week, and now it's it's worse than getting in a meeting.
50-minute drive for the yeah.
Oh God.
Anyway, weekend was off to a banger of a start.
Yeah.
This is Ace and Friends.
We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it, finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Ace and Friends.
So I was telling y'all a minute ago about my Friday. I had this photo shoot, and which wouldn't have been so bad. And I mean, the pictures themselves are going to turn out great. And that's one of the things that, having had a little more experience, I was able to remind my wife, hey, we're getting snapshots.
Yeah.
It's okay. Everything's fine. I know he's grumpy, but it's all going to be fine. This is part of it, part of the process. And this is what we'll look back and laugh at 20 years from. Well, I want to be dead in 20 years.
You won't be.
I have to stop making those jokes. She doesn't like those jokes. You know, I say like 20 years from now, or like, in 25 years, well, you'll look back on this because I won't be here.
She doesn't like those jokes?
She doesn't like the jokes.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. She doesn't find them amusing.
Yeah, I don't
They
blame
make me
her.
laugh. And so,
Yeah.
so he was in a bad mood during the entire photo shoot. So I took him home and we left. And luckily, he was tired from being in a bad mood and he went right to sleep.
Oh, there you go.
And then I figured, you know what? While we're out, I'm just going to go and take my man to lunch.
Sure.
So Dax and I went to lunch, just the two of us. Gave her a little break because she deserved it. He'd been in a bad mood all morning long, so she got to take a little break. She went and had lunch by herself. I took Dax. We had a little lunch.
Nice.
Everything kind of chilled out after that.
Nice.
But while you were at the pool,
And I was going to say, I was at the pool because I needed to unwind.
yeah. From what? The grocery store? From walking your dog?
I need a little me time by the pool. So yeah, I did the pool and laid out in the sun.
The 36-year-old is at the pool. The 56-year-old is sitting in a place called Kickback Jack's with an 11-month-old.
Yeah, these roles should be reversed.
I'm cutting up chicken tenders, and feeding them to him little bits at a
Oh
time.
my God.
Picking up stuff he's throwing off on the floor and laughing at. Watched him wave to all the ladies that stopped by and talked to him.
Well, my day got a lot more difficult. Like
Yeah.
I was playing a video game and there was this boss that I just could not beat. It took me like 3 tries, and I was like, I was using all my best weapons on him, and he just would not go down. So
Couldn't get it together, huh?
I couldn't. And then I took a nap, and then for like 2 hours, and then I got up and cracked some beers, watched a movie.
I rocked Dax to sleep for a nap. I was actually thinking
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but that's like that's super fun.
Yeah, that's what I should be doing. I should be living your life. I should be sitting by the pool relaxing because I'm old enough to have done that instead. And you should be having kids at 36.
We should totally reverse this.
Don't push that on him.
But I'm not willing to do that.
I don't mean he should have to have it. I mean, just say that, like, that's the, if
No,
you,
that's fair.
If you heard those 2 days side by side, you would go, oh, the 36-year-old one with the kid.
That makes sense.
The 11-month-old.
Yeah.
Just sometimes it's kind of like, take a deep breath.
Yeah. I know the feeling. I had to update my Xbox in the middle of the game, so I was livid.
This is Ace and Friends.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
Yes, it's the news, but this time, it's all good. This is the good news with Ace and Friends.
There's some really quality good news today. There's a kid in Orlando who missed his kindergarten graduation. His graduation was last month. He missed it because his family had to fly off for a wedding. But his parents brought his cap and gown along, and the flight attendants at Frontier Airlines found out about it, and they threw him a little graduation ceremony on the plane.
It's adorable.
He walked down the aisle. Everybody on the plane cheered. That probably will mean more to him in 30 years than any kindergarten graduation he would never remember.
Yeah, that's precious.
Yeah, I'm not a kindergarten graduation. I'm a fan of one graduation. When you graduate high school. Mm-hmm. I get the kindergarten thing. I understand it. Ones I don't get, 8th grade, 5th grade, these are all money-making plots I've determined somewhere in life. And they didn't have that when I was a kid.
They didn't have that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I agree.
But I had to go to, both my older two children had, kindergarten, 5th grade graduation, 8th grade graduation. Like, oh my God, what are we doing?
Lots of ceremonies.
Now, like, I mean, back when I was a kid, there was awards days at the end of every school year, but there wasn't very many, like graduations. But it felt like a similar thing, right?
No, because the award ceremonies are just giving awards to people for excellent performance in different things.
Oh, I forgot because I always got an award, so maybe it just felt like it.
Yeah, it just felt like it. Yeah.
Oh, that got sad.
See, we never had anything except for, we had an awards day at school. We would always have that at the end of the year. There was a big awards day assembly. You just sit out there looking at the list going, they're about to call my name. Get up.
And did they?
Oh,
that's where I won best piano keyboardist.
Of course they did.
What was one of your awards?
Let's see. When I was a sophomore in high school, I was selected outstanding sophomore based upon leadership in the state, and I represented the state of Louisiana at the the Hugh O'Brien International Youth Leadership Foundation in Boston that summer.
Oh my God, that's the longest title for.
I know.
an
Jeez.
award.
I got a
Tighten
free,
that up.
got a free trip to Boston, and it was amazing. And then they announced when you were elected for a thing, they announced you to come up for next year, and when you won, scholarship, whatever, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
All that kind of various awards that you won. I won the state student council speech contest, and they made me bring the trophy I got to school so they could give it to me at the award ceremony. I'm like, I've had this trophy for a month.
Yeah, no. I'm giving it back to you.
So I had to bring it to school to give to them, for them to then give it back to me at the award ceremony like they'd done something for me.
Oh, but you loved it, didn't you?
Oh, he loved it.
That didn't really matter because I already knew I'd won. They'd already announced it.
But not everybody at the school got to see you winning it. So you're like, oh
They
yeah,
did get to see me with the trophy, which
check
was
it
very cool.
out.
Even though I was like, I had to bring this from home. I just threw that trophy in the dump about a year ago. Yeah, threw all those things away. The only drawback to that is having a son as young as Dax is now is that at least my older kids got to see, growing up, they at my mom's house, they saw, oh wow, these were all of Dad's trophies. He, he won some stuff and did, that kind of stuff. There were a lot of trophies. He'll never say, I just threw it all away. Like, okay, I'm just going.
Yeah. Because what are you going to do with them
What am I
now?
going to do with it now?
It's cool. I mean, mine are still at my mom's house, but
But what am I going to still do with the whole? Does anybody care that I was, made All-Stars when I was 10 years old? That trophy's taking up space.
Well, hell yeah, I would care.
I kept a couple. I kept one trophy, and I just kept a couple of things just to have like a little memento to show Dak. That was about it.
Yeah.
So, anyway, well, the good news took a turn.
We came here to have a good time. This is Ace and Friends.
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. but we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should, and because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate
and years of research,
we've decided great furniture
is good fitting
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Ace and Friends.
So Riggins brings various TikToks and things that he sees all the time that he finds interesting. And I think he only found this one interesting because the woman is very attractive.
Did you see her?
Yeah.
She's a Mrs. Nebraska or something. She's former beauty contestant, pageant contestant, and she's so hot.
And I've kind of been following this on TikTok for a while. It's called being a trad wife. Trad wife, trad, T-R-A-D, just stands for traditional. And she does a pretty good job of explaining what this is all about.
I think it's been really interesting to see how shocked people are by the term trad wife and how they seem to think it's some new way of living, like it's some unprecedented new trend. Like, have you seen these millennial and Gen Z girls? They just want to be at home with their kids. They want to have husbands and they want to take care of their husbands. They want to cook and they want to clean and they want to wear dresses. It's insane. When in reality, it's literally like the oldest lifestyle in the book. Before this, they were just called stay-at-home moms. And before that, they were just called women. But now our society has gone so far in the feminist direction that anybody who wants to live like a little bit old school and a little bit like how women used to live is fringe, right? Like an extremist. And I just think about how so many of us, since we were little, we were raised in this kind of boss babe feminist society that told us you can be so much more than just a mom.
So you get the idea. What she's saying is that essentially there's a movement. Mainly you see it on social media, and it's called the trad wife, and they are that what you would call a quote unquote traditional stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
You know, they work, they do stuff at the school, they bake, they get up every day and get fixed up, and they put on dresses.
They wear dresses.
They make certain that every day when their husband comes home that dinner is ready or in the process of being ready, and they have taken a few moments to fix themselves up for him when he comes home, and they watch the kids, and that's that.
She goes on, we're just boss babed out. We're just boss babed out. We worked so hard now. A lot of people are revolting.
There are a lot of women that I've seen on social media that are, and they're joking, but they say things like, I don't know when we decided we wanted to pay our own bills. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, they're like, thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you. Now I got to do a lot of work, and I want to say, but the thing about feminism is, if I may,
this will be good.
I can't wait.
Thought it was about choices, about doing what you want to do. Being who you want to be. And if this is who they want to be, leave them alone. Let them be that. If you want to be a boss babe, the president, CEO of the company, that's great. Go for it. If you want to be a trad wife, that's your business. Go for it. Do whatever it is that makes you happy, works for you and your family, or lack thereof, however you want to do it. I don't understand people getting mad as if how they're hurting females by making the decision to be this traditional wife. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Just like I don't understand, you can't, if somebody a lady decides she wants to go out and become a CEO, that's her business, that's her choice, that's the way she chooses to live her life and create those opportunities for herself. That's good for you. Go for it. Mm-hmm. Do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what a anti-feminist would say.
Exactly. That's what a lot of people think, that because feminism originally was about making the choice to be who it is you want to be. And if you want to be this traditional wife, that's your bit. That's the choice that you make. Rob, always with the perfect little comment.
This is Ace and Friends.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're again going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help, because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
Ace and Friends.
Hey, Rob, did you have a gaming competition this weekend?
Not a big one. It was just one of the little ones that I would go to when we weren't doing the traveling.
Yeah.
So I went to a couple of those over the weekend.
Oh, how'd you do?
I got like second and then second again. So I got second in both of them.
Ooh.
Second, okay.
Oh, runner up both times.
Yeah, well, the second time is because their tournament software sucks. The guy who was number one. Well, the guy who was number one is the guy is a guy I beat. So how is he number one when I beat him and we had the same record?
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Wait, so say you both end up going 3-2.
Yeah, we both went 2-1.
All right, but the tiebreaker is not the fact that you beat him?
That was my question as well.
In every sporting event I've ever been involved in, or I know how they do it in, the NFL or whatever, if there's a tiebreaker, the first tiebreaker is head-to-head competition.
That is also what I had believed to be the case, but I don't know what happened there, to be honest, so I don't know.
That's a fair criticism.
Yeah,
that doesn't seem to make a lot of sense.
Yeah, if you're both 2-1 and I beat you, then you would be the winner.
Right. I don't know.
You got robbed.
Rob's got a little bit of star power. I'm just saying, he's on this show. He's on a nationally syndicated radio show every morning. He needs to start throwing his weight around a little bit. And I don't know. They should sort of put him on a pedestal at least, or
like you should be the Caitlin Clark of
He's the Caitlin Clark of
the board game world. Whatever that game is, Star Wars
card games.
So you're saying that when they came over and they told the other dude he was the winner, I'd be like, "Do you know who I am?"
In a way, not exactly that those words, but yeah, send a message.
Nah.
You say something like, "Here's how I would do it." I would say something like, "Oh, that's it." So the fact that I beat him head to head doesn't make me the winner. Okay. All right, well, it'll be interesting. I'm just going to ask about it on my nationally syndicated radio show tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, subtle. You got to be subtle.
I just throw it out there. I got a couple 100,000 people. I'll throw it out there too on my social media, and we'll see what everybody thinks.
I got a feeling they're not going to be so happy about that.
Let me make sure I write. What's the name of this place again?
And what's your name?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Stop acting like I'm not a star here.
Well, you know what I could do is I could get my friends to go, "Are you sure you want to do that to him?"
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Do you know who he is?
It's always better if your friends do it. Always better. That's a good way to play it, Rob.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, and I can act like, "Oh, please, no, don't
Hey
do
guys,
that."
don't. It's cool. Don't worry about it. That's fine.
They messed up, but it's fine.
Yeah.
That is messed up though, Rob. If you beat him head to head, you should have won the competition.
I wasn't happy.
Well,
but it is what it is,
Well, if you hadn't lost that other one though.
I know.
Yeah.
And it was a friend of mine who beat me the one time. He couldn't give me the game.
Is that worse? Do you hate it more when your friend beats you?
Yeah, because they're gonna lord it over me for a while. Usually.
Because I remember I was in 8th grade church basketball. We were in the state playoffs, and my best friend Alan literally hit a buzzer beater that beat my team. And I was like, I remember leaving, telling my mom it wouldn't be so bad if this was Alan, because I knew like in an hour I'm gonna see him.
It hurts more,
and I'm probably gonna have to hear about it again.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
It just hurts a little bit more.
And I'll see him in a couple weeks at his house in Houston. You know what? I'm probably going to hear about it.
Yeah.
That's been like 40 years. Sucks.
This is Ace and Friends.
We're here with Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies. And Richard, not just mortgages, not just home sales. Now you're helping people with home improvements.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want a backyard that you've always dreamed of, or you need siding, windows, whatever you need, give us a call. Check it out.
You've got the money in your home. Richard just helps you find it. Finds the best way for you to do it. It's very simple. All you have to do is start by going to homewithrichard.com. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
This is Ace and Friends.
It doesn't matter how nice you're trying to be to someone. If your methodology sucks, your kindness can get lost in the shuffle somewhere. There's a viral TikTok of a dentist who's trying to do something nice. Maybe?
Yeah, no, he is.
He means well.
Yeah.
But his approach is kind of messed up. So he pulls up, he's at a Starbucks.
Yeah.
And he pulls up to the drive-thru.
Yeah.
And this is how the exchange begins.
I have a question. Can I fix your teeth?
I've been looking for somebody to do so.
Okay, now, first off, has he announced himself as a dentist and I missed it?
Doesn't look like it.
That's not something you normally say to someone. Can I fix your teeth?
Yeah.
I agree.
Hey, I know this is going to sound awkward, but I'm a dentist, and I like to do what I can to help people.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
And also holding his phone up, recording her as he goes, hey, I want to fix your teeth. That's a weird interaction to have.
Very weird. But she responds. She's appreciates him.
Do that so good.
Oh my God.
I'm dead serious.
Your number. I'm serious, dude.
I would slay that.
Okay.
I would slay that.
Yeah, I hated that part. Oh my God.
Why are you using the F word? This person you don't. I know you're using it in an affirming way, as if to say I would slay that, but she doesn't need that. Just you need to be a little more low key in this thing, I would think.
Because I've missed 2 teeth when I was.
I know you missed your lateral, so your canines grew and had to be shifted into their space, and it just is not ever gonna look good.
Yeah, I would love that. My brother's been doing the process for 5 years.
Her brother's been doing it for
Exactly.
Oh, then he goes, F that.
Yeah.
She goes, my brother's been doing the process for 5 years. The dentist goes, F that.
F that. Yeah, people hate this guy now.
Yeah, so he drives away. He gives her his card, just to kind of make a long story short. He gives her his card, and he drives away. Yeah. Then he decides to go back and tell her it's for free. However, when he goes back, she won't come to the window and talk to him, and she sends her manager out because he's embarrassed her.
Mm-hmm.
And he's filmed her now, and he's posting the video. So now we don't know the conclusion. We don't know what happens if she's going to get her teeth fixed. And to be fair, he's not wrong.
She needs to get her teeth fixed.
She needs to get her teeth fixed.
But they're not as bad as he makes it seem, though.
And she realizes they need her teeth. But is it acceptable what he did?
No.
I think he had a good intention. But by saying it's never going to look good as is, that's messed up.
I think he's a little bit too showy in his presentation, trying to be cool on TikTok. And it makes him come off as if he's not serious. And so now she's probably not going to have it done because she doesn't believe him.
Yeah, maybe. It's just, I'm going to use you for content. It's a nice gesture, but I'm also going to offset it by using you for content, without you even knowing about it.
It's cold.
Yeah,
it's not warm and inviting. I would just like to do something to help you. It's like, I'm only going to help you because I'm going to feel how messed up you are and show the whole world.
Something kind of slimy about that.
Yeah, it's slimy. That's the best word I've heard. It makes it.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of slimy. You're right.
We came here to have a good time. This is Ace and Friends.
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies. Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
Ace and Friends.
I think we all love secret things. Like when you find out there are secret rooms in buildings. Or I just read a thing that said at the Tower of Terror at Disney World, there's a secret restaurant inside the Tower of Terror.
Really?
That I never knew existed.
I didn't know that.
But there's a crazy video of a woman talking about there's an Irish pub apparently inside the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino, which is a cool hotel, or at least it was years ago when I stayed there one time. There's an Irish pub that has kind of a crazy story that goes with it.
So here's a fun fact that I learned today. Apparently there is an Irish pub inside of the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas that has like all Irish servers, right? All the women are like from Ireland. So one of my friends went and was asking the waitresses and was like, so what's going on? Like, why are you guys all like super Irish? You know what I mean? Like, I get it, Irish pub, whatever. And they said, oh yeah, actually this company will bring us out here from Ireland, give us a year to find a husband. And if we find a husband within the year, then we can stay because we can get our citizenship. But otherwise we go back to where we came from. So yeah, that's literally a thing that happens here. And Vegas is such a unique city, I swear to God.
That's wild.
That is crazy.
So the staff is entirely Irish, and they come out for a year at a time. And if they've managed to find a husband in that year, they get to stay. If they don't, back to Ireland.
And I was thinking, do they do that at Disney World? Like when you go to the Irish pub, those are Irish bartenders, aren't they? Aren't they?
They seem that. No, I don't think they're all Irish. I don't think so.
And quite honestly, by the time I've been to Ireland, I've been
a while. Yeah, you've had a few beers.
I've had a couple beers, but I'm thinking in the German section, those people are German too.
I know some of the people at the Irish pub have been Irish before. I don't remember all of them because I've been there so many times. I don't know.
Yeah,
I love that Irish pub at Disney.
Yeah, that's fun.
But yeah, I can't imagine they would do it the same way.
Yeah.
I can't imagine you would just get to come over for a year, hopefully to find a husband, and if not, back to Ireland.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now,
is that legal?
I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe the company doesn't even say that, they're just, but it's kind of like the wink and the nod. Like if you find somebody, you can stay.
It's a year-long contract. What if you managed to get married?
Yeah.
You would get to stay and keep working here if you want.
If you find yourself lucky enough to marry a Las Vegas tourist or a fat local, you can stay.
Because the locals don't go to the Mandalay Bay.
No,
they don't decide on let's go down to Mandalay Bay tonight.
No, you're getting drunk people at an Irish pub in Vegas. Yeah, they're blackout, trying to forge a relationship.
Good luck.
Yeah.
We're here to have a good time. This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin. If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers.
Ace and Friends.
At the top of the show today, we talked about my night last night. My 11-month-old is in sleep regression. And
did you learn that term, or is that something that you?
Amanda taught me that.
I figured.
It's what they call it now.
Sleep regression.
It's 9-month regression.
The baby won't go to sleep.
Yeah, he's 11 months old. He won't sleep all night now. But he woke up, and last night was like look. We're just gonna let him. He's gonna cry it out. We're gonna old school it. He's gonna cry. He's gonna cry until he stops crying.
Sure.
After an hour and 45 minutes last night, Amanda was like, I'm not doing that anymore. But I can't. I mean, he was, and I checked the little camera. He was just sitting up at one point, screaming. Dude, it is midnight. What are you doing?
What do you do? So how do you correct it? You just got to rock him until he falls asleep?
Well, no, last night, everybody was so exhausted. I got up and went to the office, which was the guest bedroom / office, and slept. And she got Dax and went and got back in the bed. and put him on a little pillow and everything and fixed him up a little spot in the bed with her. He sleeps kind of catty cornered or whatever, and he went to sleep in there with her.
Does the dog freak? Does he look around like, what the hell is going on?
He just looks around like, man, what is this
Yeah.
crap? Like, I'm tired and old, and
He had such like a peaceful life before the baby.
Yep.
And now it's just like 10 all the time.
And now that baby wants to love on him.
Yeah.
But that baby doesn't understand how to pet the dog.
Yeah, right.
And he just will like
Tugging, pulling.
just wanting to play with him.
Mhm.
And Toby will just so irritated with him.
It's just like, ouch, smells my ear.
Although in the car yesterday going to my in-laws' house, Dax, the baby, has figured out, oh, here's one way to suck up to the dog, because the dog was in the back seat with him because we got to take him everywhere. And then it's good to go to my in-laws. He can get out and run and all that kind of stuff outside. But Dax had a little cup with his little snacks in it. And I could hear him giggling. And Amanda looked at the rearview mirror and was like, what is he giggling at? He was just dropping them over the side.
Mm-hmm.
Toby was eating them like crazy. And he was just giggling all day until he ran out of treats. But yeah, hour and 45 minutes. He just screamed the entire time. Like not just crying, not being a little loud, screaming for the majority of the time. Wow. So who knows what's going to happen tonight?
Yeah, I don't know.
Just kind of wait and see.
I'm trying to think about what I did last night. I went to bed at 5:30. And I slept until 3.
I wasn't even home at 5:30. What are you talking about?
Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and Richard is going to help you get out of credit card debt. And when he pulls your information, it will not your credit.
That's right.
Ding, it won't ding
yeah,
your credit.
no dinging, no dinging of the credit. We're going to find out and see what we can do for you, so you don't have to be bombarded by having a negative effect on your credit.
Yeah, it's very simple. It's a lot easier than you think. It all starts by going to homewithrichard.com, and they take care of the rest. It's homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
When it comes to buying or selling a house, you know, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
They say there are only 2 things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Ace and Friends.
Riggins, you do a lot of secret dating. Are you familiar with the term pebbling?
No, I don't know what that is.
Pebbling is a new dating trend based around something that penguins do. Male penguins let females know they're interested by bringing them a rock. It's a gift, but also something that penguins use to build their nest. So pebbling for people is similar. Instead of rocks, it's other small gestures to let them know that you care. Cup of coffee, just something to brighten your day. Could be a funny meme that you send to them, just something to try to make them laugh. A relationship expert talked about how memes are a love language now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Quote, it can definitely strengthen a relationship because it's similar to sending a message saying, I saw this and thought of you, end quote.
I just saw a great meme that I could send to somebody I'm interested in. Yeah. It says, the Earth can fit inside Uranus 63 times. 64 times if you just hold still for a moment and relax. I'll send that. I saw that this morning. I thought that's a great meme. So maybe I'll just shoot this over to the girl at the cleaners. Here, you're gonna love this.
That is classic.
It's good.
So our friend Richard Toccato, the Richard Toccato Companies, is here, and he has helped us so many times through the years. And when it comes to mortgages, he's going to get you the best deal.
That's right. We are the best deal. And if you're under contract to buy a house, you should check us out. I mean, you're not going to. They never do. But we're the best deal.
But feel free, you should, and because we've used him for years for a variety of different things. Whatever you're needing, go to homewithrichard.com to get the process started, and they can take care of you from there. Homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Companies.
Ace and Friends.
There's a story going around that, I'll make a long story short, according to an expert, When 2 or more young men are living together without a woman around, their coffee table will have fecal contamination 70% of the time. It's mainly because all of our shoes have some fecal contamination on it, and they put their feet up on the coffee tables and they don't clean like they should, and that's how it gets to be that way. But in my mind, I pictured that, for whatever reason, as a college scenario. Yeah. 2 guys living together, no woman around, that kind of thing. That's just how I envisioned it. And I guess I shouldn't, because I know people are being roommates a lot longer these days, or have roommates. Might be a couple of guys living in a nice house together. I don't know the scenario. But I started thinking about, immediately it took me to, when you used to go into guys' apartments, the stuff you would see as furniture a lot of times, or as the setup in a guy's apartment, could be really weird. Now, mine wasn't, because my grandfather had some furniture in storage. It was ugly and it was uncomfortable, but I had a couch and a love seat and a table.
Yeah, it was actual furniture.
Actual furniture.
Yeah.
It was ugly furniture.
Sure.
But I had actual furniture.
Right.
And my college roommate, who I'd grown up with, he had a stereo which came with a rack and a TV and all that kind of stuff. So we had a full set of furniture to start with. And we tried to keep it kind of nice as best we could. But I remember there were 2 guys that lived around the corner from us. Their whole furniture, when you walked in the front door, they had a TV on a stand, and then they had a big box like that. The TV had come in. They were using that as a table between 2 lawn chairs, and that's what they had in their living room.
Yeah,
there was no furniture.
Crazy.
And they had a couple of bar stools. So if you went over there, you would grab a bar stool and pull it over.
Yeah.
So you're sitting up above them because you're on a bar stool.
Yeah.
And they're sitting in a damn lawn chair.
Right. Ugh.
I've seen guys that had like a couch and one of those like a beach chair that your full body could lay on it. I knew a guy that had a couch. That was a decent, good couch, but then they didn't have anything else. They just had one of those beach chair things. They treated it like a recliner. You could kick off the back.
Just relax. Where you got to go? I saw a video of a girl taking a tour of her brother's frat house at the end of the year. Like, all the guys had moved out for summer. I mean, it was just, they had cleared out whole rooms, and you could tell everything was sticky. Like, they had just cleared out the dining room and all this places so people had room to party. Yeah. And it was just horrific. And I thought, God, I couldn't do it now. I couldn't. I would die.
Yeah, but luckily, I was never in that setting.
Yeah.
Because we both were like-minded, like, hey, let's keep this place clean. Yeah, we managed to piece together enough furniture between the 2 of us that we had a full set of furniture and a little dining room table. Yeah, kind of.
You're not going to win any awards in Architectural Digest.
Not.
But it is furniture.
This is Ace and Friends.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Ace and Friends.
My grandparents died when I was little. One grandfather I never met. My mom's mom died when I was in the 6th grade. My mom's dad died when I was in the 10th grade. And then my other grandmother died right after I got married. So I was 25 years old when she died. They were all wonderful people. They were all exceptional. Loved going to see all of my grandparents. Which is why this video just warms my heart so much. This girl who talks about why we all love our grandparents.
God, I love my grandparents. I come here, I sit in my grandpa's chair, all right? My grandma hands me a Cutwater vodka mule. You go to the bathroom, there's a squatty potty. To the left of the toilet, there's a spicy romance book. You look to the right, there's a Bible verse in Jesus, because you know my grandma's got to wash the smut off. Then we come to the fridge, there's everything you could ever imagine, and 24 Diet Cokes, cold and ready. And then they hand me a $20 bill. God, they are my favorite people in this world, but every time I come here, I'm like, God, it's good to be home. It's good to be back.
It's true.
Yeah, that memory that you could just do whatever you wanted.
Sure. Ice cold drinks in the fridge. And
when I was little, I would go spend a week every summer with my grandparents, my mom's parents. First plane ride I ever took. I flew on the plane by myself at 6, 30-minute ride to 30-minute flight from my hometown to where my grandparents lived. And that was when your parents could walk on the plane with you, and they'd put me on the seat, and they made a special. Then they held the plane so my grandfather could come on the plane and get me off the plane. So nothing could happen to me in the 30-minute flight. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it was like, what do you want to do today?
Yeah.
I'd like a basketball goal. Well, let's get a basketball goal.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to eat?
Yep.
What do you want to eat later? What do you want for a snack? In case you want a second snack, what do you want? And it was just what day do you want to go fishing? Do you want to go fishing more than once?
Yeah.
It was just like the greatest week ever.
Well, my nephew, he was young, but I said, he stayed at my parents' house for the first time overnight without his parents. And I said, how did it go? And my mom said, well, he threw up everywhere. I went, oh, is he sick? And she goes, no, I think it's because of what he ate. And I said, well, what did he eat? And she goes, well, we had McDonald's for breakfast, and we had an ice cream snack, and then we went to Chick-fil-A for lunch. And your dad, I went, oh, well, yeah, I bet he just yerked everywhere. I mean, it was crazy. But that's what you do at grandparents' house.
It's a thing of beauty.
You go crazy.
Until I was 3, we lived in the same town as my grandparents. And my mom would drop me off. I went to this like little school nursing home, little school, what do you call it? Daycare. And at noon, my grandmother picked me up every day. And every day we went to get ice cream when she picked me up at the same place. It was on the way home. It's called like Mr. Tasty. And it was ice cream cone every day on the way home. I was like, you want to spoil a kid?
Yeah.
Every day, this was the stop. We're going to stop and get ice cream on the way home.
It's the beauty of grandparents.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever know that beauty.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I do not know if that'll ever be me. God,
no, it will.
For Dax to have a kid, though, I'd be 90. I'd be at least be 85 by the time.
Yeah, but Kate will have like an illegitimate kid running around somewhere.
Oh, please don't say that. Please don't say that.
This is Ace and Friends.
Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.